Hey, howdy! Welcome back. I'm very, very excited to start this one. I'm going to give a quick disclaimer. This is technically not the true Dream Factory experience because I think this is a wine issue. Linux is kind of throwing a fit, and I've had to, like, wiggle it around a bit to get it working. So it's not working amazingly, but, like, it is playable. Oh, God, that animation. That animation is really cute. So it looks like escape to open the menu. Shift, I think, is use an effect, and S is to toggle dash. But here we are at Dreamland. I am. So this is a bit of a fun one. The main reason why I went out of my way to play this is because, I mean, among other things, this game was created in part by Odin. Oh, there's lag. That seems to be consistent, which is a little frustrating, but whatever. We just deal with it sometimes. Also, oh my god, this scene looks so good. It looks way better when you play it in 3D mode, because for some reason, 3D mode is just refusing to launch. But it is what it is. It still looks really good. And I believe this effect is Eyeball Bomb. And it is Shift? It's Shift. Okay, cool. I mean, it's a Yume Nikki fan game. That's really all I need to know, is how do I use effects? Oh my god, that's so cute. How do I use effects? And how do I get back to the Nexus? And now we just roam around. I did have to do some other wizardry here, because Wolf RPG doesn't seem to have the ability to take screenshots at all. And if I were to take it manually using a like screen grabber, oh, that looks really pretty. If I were to take it manually using a screen grabber, Wolf RPG also doesn't have a way to keep the game from pausing when you tap out of the window. So I'm being very careful here. But as for like the main, like actually taking screenshots, I have a Python script running in the background that'll handle that. And if that doesn't work, I can always just grab directly from the game, from the recording itself. Not ideal, but I can do that if I have to. But what I was saying, the reason why I was gravitating towards this one to begin with is because one of the people who worked on it was Odin, who, by all accounts, is one of my all-time favorite 2D contributors. And I've been meaning to play more of their stuff for God knows how long. They have a Yume Nikki fan game of their own that I haven't played. And I want to play it at some point. Maybe that can be next? Not sure. Not sure yet. I like this area a lot. And can I just say, I love the design of the main protagonist here. I'm not sure what Suki this is supposed to be, but they're adorable. The one thing I know about this game is that it is, from my understanding, it is done. Like, there's an ending and stuff. Oh, this is a new area. Like, McDonald's play area kind of thing. Whoa. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's just the perspective being a little weird. I thought I was gonna have to use like a spring type effect to get over those, get over those, and it was one that I hadn't unlocked yet. Oh my god. Little guys. But I know that this game is done, and I know that it is, like, pretty in-depth as far as these kinds of Yume Nikki fan games go. Like, it's very cleanly done. There's a lot of very cool worlds, to my understanding. I haven't seen most of them, but every once in a while, I follow a bunch of Yume Nikki, like, you and Nikki Fangame GIFs and stuff like that on Tumblr, and they posted some stuff about Dream Factory a while ago, and I was looking at it like, this is kind of the most gorgeous thing I have ever seen. So maybe we can find some of those worlds today. Already we're looking pretty good. I really like the theming here. It's all like, all of it is amusement park. Because that's something that I love Yumatuki a lot, but something that it does suffer from is a lack of cohesion. And like, fair enough, it's an exquisite corpse, that's kind of the point. But I have missed games like this, where, ooh, you turn to face me. That's interesting. I have missed games like this that have like a goal in mind, or like a common theme they want to get through to the player. Like, that's part of the reason why I love .flow so much, is that .flow was so, like, debilitating and dour, and had such a concise and full vision, and I loved it for that. Okay. Interesting. And we're back here. I love you. I don't know what you are, but you're amazing. Speaking of Linux problems, by the way, there was an extended period of time where I was trying my best to get screenshots working, and that was like weirdly difficult for what it was. Because what I ended up finding was that there was part of the issue with, especially dealing with Linux stuff, but also just like coding in general, is that all code has a shelf life. And there will come a time where most things are no longer valid dependencies, no longer valid functions, and you just gotta roll with that. So I had a situation like that of like, oh, this library just does not exist anymore. Cool. But I found a solution that just like directly calls the function for, oh. Okay, there's gotta be more to it than that. It directly calls the like screenshot program through the terminal, and that seemed to work pretty well. I like this area a lot. It's giving Highway from Yumatuki. Oh, is there a doorway here? I think there is. Yeah! Oh my god. It's an elevator. Cool. Whoa! Oh my god! Little boat. That's super cute. I'm happy that this one is so, like, cheery and uplifting. I kind of needed that. I needed one that was a little bit more... slightly less about trauma and slightly more about, like, you're going to an amusement park and it's really, really cute and really fun. And there's probably some Yume adjacent, like, memories of trauma going on here, but I don't know where they are. Hello, sir. Ooh. Really nice. And again, so sorry that, like, the visuals will look slightly better if you do play it for yourself. Just because the way I had to, like, wrangle this thing to work, because the game would not launch if I was running it in 3D mode. Which is weird, because I swear to God, I was just testing this, like, a few weeks ago, and it was working fine, so I don't know what changed. A. That is just the letter A. But yeah. I've been spending the majority of tonight either shitposting or starting to watch The Wheel of Time, the Amazon series, because I had told a friend of mine that I was going to read the book series, and she told me to start with the show. Because it's a good, like, appetizer to, like, get the flavor of it. Surely one of these rooms has to have something in it, right? This making me think of Hospital from Tuki. Ah, okay, so there's nothing here, but there is other parts of the train. I want those binoculars. Oh, that's cool. I really like that, actually, the like, parallax, the two different parallaxes of the stars on the top and the bottom. Oh, the smoke effect, though? Whoa. That is really well animated. I wonder if that's, like, procedurally generated or not, or if that's just... I wonder if that's just, like, a Wolf RPG shader thing, or if that's a, hand-drawn. There seems to be a lot of effects, which scares me slightly because I haven't found any of them but Orb, but I'm sure they are around here somewhere. This is probably an end of game thing. That I have to get all the I have to get like all the effects, or at least like most of the effects, and then come back there. The sprite rotation is awesome. But Wheel of Time has been very good so far. I really, really, really like the environments and the way that magic is portrayed. And I can only imagine, like, throughout the rest of the season, it's only going to get better. The show only ran for 3 seasons and then got canned, which is unfortunate because, like, seems like Season 1 was, like, mixed to positive reception, and then Seasons 2 and 3 were, like, very positive. And then it got canceled because, yeah. Because Amazon is ontologically evil, we know this. But there's still the book series, and there are a lot of books in that series. I am going in relatively blind, apart from what I'm learning here. But I know the first book is The Eye of the World. And it continued on for a while. Until the lead writer died, and I believe a secondary writer came in to finish the story. Oh my god, this is gorgeous. Water effects? Oh my god. Whoa. I really like the way that it does these back alleys. This is just like a cooler version of, this is like a cooler version of Seaside Town. It's so gorgeous, oh my god. I need to get down by the water. It's very, this music is very, like, Professor Layton-y. Maybe it's just the accordion. Yeah, the moving... This is probably a resolution thing, that because I'm playing with lower settings, the water does not like that. That looks so nice, though. Oh my goodness. I like the lens flare on the screen, too. Oh my god. It's so gorgeous. Sad. I was really hoping for a second that it would be a gondola ride. This feels like the kind of game that would have a gondola ride, like, section in it. I don't know why. It's so pretty, though. I absolutely need to play more Professor Layton. I've been slacking. I played all 3 of the original trilogy. Okay, here's more boats. Oh my god, and the sun. It's so nice looking. I played a little bit more Professor Layton, and I played through the first 3 games. So I played through Professor Layton in the Curious Village, Professor Layton in the Diabolical Box, or Professor Layton in the Pandora's Box if you are in Europe, I believe. And then Professor Layton in the Unwound Future. Or I think in Europe it's Professor Layton in the Lost Future? Regardless, Curious Village I had a lot of fun with. It was a deeply cute and charming game. Diabolical Box was very, very, very good. It's like the story and the music, especially in the second game, are so good. And the third game also has amazing music and also has a ton of really good puzzles and also pulls your card out of your chest and stomps on it. I don't know if any of the rest of the games reach that height of like emotionality. I kind of hope so, because that game is one of the best puzzle games I've ever played. Like, that's right up there with some of my all-time favorites, like World of Goo. And that's a game that also tugs at your heartstrings a lot, even if it's... World of Goo, it almost feels unintentional, the way that it does it. World of Goo, I would never consider it to be sad, but it is deeply, deeply, deeply melancholy. 1 second. I'm gonna get a little bit of lag again. Okay, cool. But World of Goo, it's so fascinating that it like never feels like it is trying to make you cry, but it does anyway. Like the way that I would describe it is it's deeply, deeply, deeply melancholy in the things that it shows the player and the ways that it expects the player to react, but it never explicitly goes out of its way to make you cry. Now, with that in mind, the ending of that game still makes me cry. And I can't get over how good it is at executing its concepts. Just the idea of, if you never played World of Goo before, the general premise is, what if you had... Ooh. Oh my god. That's awesome. Can I do anything here besides that? I have 5,000 gold. Whoa. But yeah, so the whole point of World of Goo is it was made in the late 2000s, and the whole crux of the story is basically, what if oil was a living being? And it's a whole commentary on overconsumption and fossil fuels and, like, destroying the planet in the pursuit of consumerism. And, like, it is relevant now more than ever because of AI and cloud computing and big data centers. But even back then, like, it was such a striking message by how, and it does such a good job at enunciating its themes. Because there's a certain sense of complacency from the player that is that is used extremely, extremely well. Where you'll go through each of these stages, and every single stage ends with all of the goo balls getting pumped into a pipe and getting sent to God knows where. Come to find out, it is the World of Goo Corporation headquarters, and they kind of just sit there, fully unattended. I feel like I missed something in here. They'd kind of just sit there, fully unattended, and try to build a tower to the sky. No one knows why they do it, but we know that they do it. And all the while, you're exposing these goo balls to dangerous conditions and trying to effectively subject them to experiments in pursuit of consumerism. Like, there is a direct cutscene where it shows, like, what is basically petroleum jelly for cosmetics, and it shows oil being used as a power source, and, eventually the advent of the internet, and how the internet is one in a long line of slights against Mother Nature, and how eventually you are able to break down the World of Goo Corporation and raze it to the ground, but by that point the goo balls are all but extinct. I like these guys. I like these guys a lot. After a certain point, there are no goo balls left whatsoever. And it's overlaid over this gorgeous music as you lift the observatory from the start of the game into the sky. Or not from the start of the game, rather. You lift this observatory into the sky with things that aren't even goo balls anymore. Just random fish that you found in a pond. But they served a purpose, so you use them, and the game ends on what is effectively a cliffhanger, but it is a very, very cool, mildly depressing cliffhanger. That you end up seeing your, like, goo flying machine from the start of the game passing by as it illuminates an entirely new planet of entirely new goo balls. Setting up the concept that, like, okay, so we've done all this work to degrade stuff on Earth, so the next logical step is to take that exact same logic, not learn anything, and go to other planets. But the way that it is set up is unbelievable. I love that game so much. I love this character a lot. I don't know what your deal is, but you're great. Apologies that I'm kind of just going in circles. Maybe next time I'll actually look up a list of locations to go to, but frankly, I'm having fun. So far it's just been I've been having fun just like yapping and going to cool areas. I've already been here. I think surely there must be something at the top of that staircase. Or at the top of that like, elevator area. Maybe there's something in here that isn't the seaside town. Because I think it's here? Yeah, that's the seaside town. Is there anything else in here, I wonder? It is kind of unfortunate, though, that World of Goo 2 doesn't really... I don't know if it cracks my top 10 or even top 15 puzzle games, though it is a very interesting game in its own right. You can absolutely tell that the guy that made it hates sequels with every fiber of his being, and every time he has been, like, requested to make a sequel, it is dripping with... Can I even say it's dripping with spite? I'd say, like, sort of. It's sort of dripping with spite. It's dripping with spite in the way that, like, you know why you're here, and he knows why you're here. You're here for more of the exact same game that is still online that you could just go and play. And maybe there will be new mechanics in this one. Maybe there will be, like, some new insight. But the bottom line is you bought this game because you want more World of Goo. And the game's message feels a little mean in the sense of, like, it eventually devolves into What if we just kept making sequels for World of Goo? What if we kept making sequels for this game that was popular? But I think it is interesting enough that I really didn't mind that aspect of it. The trouble is just, it's kind of light. There's, it's roughly the same size as the first game, give or take, barring, in terms of levels, I think it's the same size, but in terms of, like, content itself, it's, like, a little bit longer because, the game goes in certain directions, is all I'll say. The game goes in certain directions, and there are later levels that take a very long time, and if you're into that, great. If you're not into that, you're gonna hate that part. But I mean, hey, I'm always a fan of weird sequels. Sequels that are made by indie developers who made it big once and then went, let's try something different. Let's try something different, let's try something weird and see if it works, and if it doesn't work, whatever. But you still have the money from the first one. It's part of the reason why I respect Everhood 2 so much, because it takes some big swings, and it misses, like, a lot of those swings, but I still had fun with it. I really like the game, and I really like what it represents. It could have used some more time in the oven, but that's not to say that it's bad. There's still a lot to love there. Oh my god. Whoa! Oh, it's one of those. It's one of like the droppers. Pirates of the Caribbean. The sprite rotation. Oh my god. That looks weird. The Pirates of the Caribbean looking thing. The teacups. Classic. Oh, this is the thing I saw in the screenshot. Hang on, let me park my car out of view. This I have seen. This is one of the GIFs that I saw where I went like, oh my god, this is the prettiest Yume Nikki fan game I've ever seen. I wonder if there's a way to cut in line and actually get in some of these rides. I have a bad feeling it involves this game's kill equivalent. Because so far I have not been able to get on any of the rides. Oh, is this an internet cafe? Or is this like a... This might be closer to like a, It's like a playhouse. Okay, interesting. It's like a Chuck E. Cheese. I love the little dance they're doing. Love that. Oh, are these, what the heck are the name of these? I recognize these so much. Whoa. God, can you imagine if there was like a hard cut? That looks so great. Wait. Can you imagine if there was like a hard cut to like Everhood, which is like a hard cut to like a pole position style racing segment? Oh, classic, yeah. I don't know if you've ever been to a trampoline park before, but trampoline parks have like this exact set of like trampoline at the bottom and like colored foam shapes. Okay, that's trampoline. Like I've seen this exact amusement before. That's awesome. Oh, it's this. This is tennis. Oh my god. It's either tennis or pickleball. This is baseball. can hear the racers up there. Oh, this is archery. Cool. The amount of work that must have gone into this area is crazy, though. What is this? Oh my god! That's awesome! Apologies to those with prone to seizures, I will mark that in advance. Whoa! The disco room! That's so cool. Oh, this is like, this is karaoke, isn't it? I'd be willing to bet that's what that is. This is also karaoke. You okay over there, dude? He's having a little bit of trouble. I won't bother him. Oh my god, it's bowling! Like the smooth animation of the thing coming down from the top. That's so neat. Am I... Oh, sad. I keep walking up to these expecting to be able to play it. I kind of wish I could. This is, like, refreshments area, I bet. Oh. Soda? Soda! Oh my god! Alright, I think I might be done for now. This has been so delightful, though. I've liked this a lot. The ball pit. It's so cute. There's just, like, so much thought went into, like, okay, so if you're at an amusement park, you're at a place like this, like a Chuck E. Cheese, you're making merry, what kind of stuff would there even be? And then they just added them one by one. I love this. But yeah, I think I'm done for now. But if y'all have played this before and have like specific ideas for locations I should go to, feel free to let me know. I'll try and like chart a course to some of them, with the caveat that I can't really tab out right now. But I'm sure there might be like maps on the Yume Nikki fan game wiki or something. There's got to be something I can do there. That was so delightful. Okay, that's all I got for now, I think. Thanks so much for watching, y'all.